welcome. Welcome to this space, whenever and from wherever you are taking it in. In this session, we're going to go within ourselves and as deeply within ourselves as we can. So a couple of notes before we really dial in to the session. You won't want to be driving or operating machinery while you take this in, because we're going to be hearing from many layers of our multidimensional consciousness. What that can mean to us in the human sense is that we might drop into a meditative state. We might be exposed to more layers, hello Leanne, that we're receiving from ourselves. Let's see. You'll basically just want to have this time for yourself. Carve out the space as best you can. This will likely be posted on my YouTube. Other than that, it will be in my energy healing membership. Recently, I shared a post about pain, and in several different ways and in several different spaces. But if you're experiencing any type of pain, what I would like you to do, if you're going to stay in this session at any point, is allow for the codes to move into that pain with love, without judgment, safely. Maybe just open your sensorium and your awareness and your mind to the concept that your energetic field might harmonize today and in turn affect all of the other layering bodies. Just consider that that might be an option for you today, just sitting here for a few minutes with your awareness and your breath and your ability to scan out, scan in. We're going to work only with one deck today. I wanted to keep it simple. I am intending that everything we do today is only going to have the ability or potential to serve the highest and best good of all, no matter what. And if you want to receive the light codes in the session, hi Anthony, simply say yes. Hello Samantha. We're going to hang out. We're going to do some oracle messages, hear from the angels, hear from our higher self, collective consciousness, the High Council of Light perhaps. We'll see. We're going to explore with openness. And I really want to anchor in that the energetic I want to permeate through the space is freedom. I want everyone to feel free to be themselves. I want them to feel free to explore the unknown and explore new terrain. So we're going to be holding space for all levels of consciousness, all beliefs. And it's not about... Actually, before I get started with the reading, feels important to share here. And this is very new and fresh for me, so bear with me as I unpack it, but I downloaded through me this morning, while in the sunshine, just pulling through a message, that what used to be this, and I've talked about it here quite a bit, this split between the 3D and the 5D is, and so many have channeled on this, so many have spoken to this, so I won't go very deep into it, but it was really seeming that those 3D and 5D were moving in opposite directions. And what is seeming to be the case now is that we're unifying and at a more expanded, more, what I'll say is even aligned, or we can even say closer to source frequency from a monadic standpoint. This is tune into the monad however you will tune into the monad. The way that I tune into the monad is our origin point, our what I'll say is what it feels like, the inertia that is the emergence of our soul from source into any kind of form. That'll land for some of you, and some of you are like, what? And that's okay. It's all good. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what that feels or sounds like to you. It's going to reach you at a subconscious level in some way. But as we're aligning more, it's not a split. And I see things harmonizing. Even when you see the polarity as enunciated. Thank you. I like the ceiling too. It's nice. It's the ceiling, I'll be real, I think that ceiling had a lot to do with why I wanted this house. I like to feel expanded and free. But we're going to play a game to keep it playful today, because one of my goals with us in this session is that I want this to bring about levity. I want this to bring about more of your light. I want this to spark more of your eternal inner child, your inner youthful essence that's always there and flowing. But we're going to spark it up a little bit. More. Call it up more of it out and say, hey, we can go out and play again. And expand your light body. Hello, Raymond. We're going to go with the game. I'm going to hold up a card deck. The first number that comes through for you, I want you to share it. Any number is 9. Oh no, I don't have a pen. 9, 3. Brittany's in the house. 9, 3, 11, 7. 9, 3, 11, 7, 8. This is like my favorite part. Ooh! More numbers, more numbers, more numbers. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Ooh, that was fun. Do you guys feel that? Kind of felt like glitter when you guys were throwing those numbers in there. Okay, quite a bit of numbers. Okay, let's see what we have here. I'm just doing my little numerological check-in with the guides. Boop, boop, boop. Some weird sounds are going to come through today. It's bound to happen. Okay. Interesting. I'm seeing like a DNA pattern in it. Okay, and this time around, we're going to do 3 and 8. But I also want to highlight 11, because however these messages come through with the 3 and the 8, what they're showing is like the North Star. Somehow 11 and that are going to come into 1. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't get it yet. But keep that in your, framework here, so that 11 might come in somehow. Okay. So, la 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 3. We're going to go 3 first, and then we're going to do the 8, so I'm going to count it out. Ooh, this is going to be fun. I can feel it. Oh, I love that energy already. Okay. And the 8 card is right here. I will put that there so I do not miss it. So tune into the card and the lion and the lamb. And what I'm getting right away about this 3 message is this reminder of reciprocals. And this reminder of the gene keys is popping in again, but with every we're all about here activating spiritual gifts. we're doing that here. Whether you like it or not, it is going to be happening. It was meant to, and that's why it's happening. But you're also following on inspired action to allow it to happen. But what they're showing me is with the lion and the lamb. So there's, let's say we're looking at this from a 3D perspective. We're thinking, oh no, the lamb, the poor lamb, the lion's going to eat the lamb. Or we're waiting for the attack scene, right? Like we're like, okay, what's going to happen? Do I have to press pause? Are my kids in the room? But when we look at it from a higher perspective, they're one and the same. And they're actually reciprocal. And they share this unified sense of and so the lion fell in love with the lamb. Brianna, I love that. Or Brianna. But we're remembering this, that they're highlighting, they want you to find those pockets, those moments, those little like the things that the ick of life. The ick of life. Everybody has the ick of life. Whatever that is for you, whatever the thing is that might trigger you or always just rub you the wrong way or be the thing that just bursts your bubble. It just sends you down starts to lower your frequency, lower your vibration. Whatever that is, we have to remember that the shadow is exposing to us an area where we can develop to the gift and eventually to the city. So we're eventually to the divine expression, the divine anchoring of the understanding of the lesson, of the path that we take from honoring our ability to go into our shadow and learn from our shadow and embrace our shadow and integrate our shadow instead of say, I don't like this part of me, I want to delete it, I want to change it. We're returning to the truth, the self-trust, the truth, the self-love, the truth, the self-remembrance. Okay, and then we're going to go to the 8th card. Somehow, is anyone understanding how the 11 comes in? Is the lighting like really dark? Is there any way I can change that? Spirit guides? No, that didn't work. No, a little bit. Okay. Ooh, Cosmic Heart Source. So this is the number 8 card, and this card is a number 1. So source of all, true home, just be, heart connection. So if you had 8 as the number that was piquing your awareness, I'm getting first the signal for all of us to remember. I love when the guides are like, let's be proper about your alignment now. But we're being reminded to roll our shoulders back and open our chest. So, and then really each and every single day, this is a really important aspect of this healing session that we're sharing. Remember the importance of having dialogue with all of the aspects, all of the parts of you. So speak to your inner child, speak to your body, speak to your heart. So even what we talk about here a lot and the guides talk about a lot is to go into the heart. We need to open the heart. And a lot of people ask me, well, how do I know when my heart is open? Or how do I open my heart? Or how do I maintain mind-heart coherence and mind-heart harmony? And one of the number 1 things you can do is go to your heart chakra every single day and just tell it to open. Tell it it's safe to open. Because what they're showing me now, and when I say they, I mean this is my spirit team, my higher selves, my guides, our higher self-consciousness that meets on the higher planes. Yeah, they're showing me a lot of anyone that has ever asked the question of, is my heart open, or can I open my heart, or is it safe to open my heart, or you have some dissonance around this whole aspect. of the heart chakra. All you'll need to do is tell your heart to open every day. It sounds so simple, and you're thinking that's not going to work. If you every single day for a month, from here forward, just wake up, put your hand on your heart or both hands on your heart and say, open. Words are powerful. You're going to say open with your hands on your heart. You're tuned into your heart. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be an energy healer. You don't have to be anything specific other than conscious and aware to have an effect on your heart and to allow it to open. And they're challenging everyone that resonates with 9, 3, 11, 7, 8, 5, 8, 2, 3, any of those numbers. Open your heart every single day. Do it for a month. Watch how your life shifts. And the heart is absolutely connected with abundance. I would say the heart is connected with loving abundance, connective abundance, and then the root chakra is connected with stabilizing abundance or foundational abundance. The kind of abundance we think of when we think of our homes, our family life, the things that make us feel anchored on the earth plane. That's when you want to go into the abundance of the root chakra. But abundance is in every chakra. So if abundance is what you're wanting to dial in on and hone in on, call abundance frequency into every chakra every day. Write it somewhere. Make art about it. Sing about it. Dance about it. Don't limit yourself as to how you're going to call in that frequency. Okay, and 4, we're going to get a little bit of a connective fabric here. You're welcome. We are having this together. Okay, the last cloak. Yeah, this makes sense. And it's number 8. Release old identities, magnificence revealed. So you might identify with having anyone in your life that you feel is limiting themselves, or you maybe flag them as being fearful, or you maybe flag them as being contracted. Let's just imagine for a moment right now that we're dissolving our last cloaks and theirs. So we're going to dissolve the last little shred of blockage between us and remembering we are eternal divine souls. Anything in the way of that, we're going to dissolve it for ourselves. We're also going to go dissolve it to the people that you don't think that they're ever going to get that. Send it to them too. To the ones you think they're never going to believe that they're divine. They're never going to believe that they're loved. They're never going to believe that they can have their dreams anchor within them and come true. Those are the people we're going to be sending. Yeah, they want to give us like a shortcut. So if you want a shortcut with your life, call in your own version of heaven on earth frequency every single day. Make sure you're considering what your passions are and what's exciting you, and then actually acting on it every single day. And never wish ill upon anyone. And you're going to say that's really ridiculous. And no, it's not, because everything is a frequency. It's not so much, a lot of people talk to me about this as karma. It's not karma. It's whatever we're allowing to emanate from us, we're going to get back in some way. So it's when we can really come from a place of overflow, love within so much, we don't have a reason to judge anyone out there. And we really just want love for everyone because we realize that's the way. If everyone that we consider to be having caused pain in any sort of way were to miraculously and radically heal on the spot and instantly understand unconditional love to the point where they have no reason to take advantage, no reason to hurt, to harm. In fact, they realize, oh, I'm one with you. We are one. Oh, wow. When I'm hurting you, I'm actually hurting me. If that were to happen instantaneously, the world would heal instantaneously. It's obviously a very high goal. But it's worthy of calling in. It's worthy of imagining. I I always send unconditional love no matter what happens. Maria, I love that so much. And yes, because if we do that, it's just 21 of us here, but if we all of us do that every single day, can you imagine the ripple it might create? Because unconditional love goes beyond what we might say. It's going to come through our energy field. It'll be felt. Especially when we really anchor it. And first, we have to anchor it with ourselves. So, one more message, and then we're going to play one more game. Okay. We're giving a lot of information right now. Collective feeling the ripple effect. Yes. Exactly, Brittany. Exactly. We have the Sirian emissaries. I had a feeling we were going to get a bunch of light beings to come in. And yes, there they are. Okay. So it's number 6. I'm feeling into the energy so I can channel on it properly. Dream for the new earth. Time now for a magical life. The Sirians are, this is what I'm going to share about the Sirians that really helped me understand them more. And the Pleiadians, me too. Yeah. Okay, but the Sirians, okay, so let's just say we're tuning into the Pleiadians. I find the Pleiadians to be they're so loving. I love the Pleiadians. I have a very, very special place in my heart with the Pleiadians. But it's also an energy that I have very anchored within my being. So I've been exploring other star beings, other star lineages, other star races. And the Sirians are very complex. The Sirians are great to tune into when you're really opening your multi-dimensional awareness. So when you're really able to dial into that it's a quantum field, and you're able to really, truly choose your focus, choose your frequency, choose your vibration at all moments. When you have that really anchored, it's a great idea to start tuning in the Sirians because they have so many key codes. Okay. So they're showing us a blue light now, and they're kind of sparkling it through the field for anyone that wants to receive it. They're kind of swimming through the field. They're very majestic feeling. Is when I'm tuning into the Sirians, they feel very almost aquatic. They're showing me Pluto. They're showing me water is the best way to connect with them. And they're showing me a lot of you here have a lot of star connections in Sirius, including, this is interesting, and I didn't think we were going to go here today, but if you're living on planet Earth, you know that war still exists, and part of this has to do with what I'll say is remnants, echoes, ripples of that same word occurring in a lot of the star systems. And we also equate this type of energy, maybe with Mars and with the balancing of polarity and duality. Okay. But so Sirius it had 3 stars, and now it's the 2. So Sirius C, a lot of us here, if you resonate with this, and some of you will, and some of you will be like, what? And that's okay. But some of us, when we're connecting with Sirius, we might have a resistance because of pain. And the same thing with Lyra, and the same thing with Orion. So those star systems might, let's say you're tuning into how you connect with the stars. And I know some of you might be like, this is a little too far. We're going too far. But that's okay. We're going to go there anyway. But as you're connecting to these star systems, it's important that you really remember, like, you're not going at it from okay, I'm imagining myself as a human, like, over here in the Sirius star system. Like, that might be what's blocking you actually from doing it. It's more about you go into your heart, you clear your energy field. You tune into Mama Gaia, you get grounded. You tune into the sun, the great central sun, and then you connect with Sirius. and you just let the frequency talk to you. It's almost, the best way I can liken this is to putting your hands on trees or being actually grounded on the earth, whether that's on a beach, on the ground, or on the earth. But you hear, it's like a gentle hum. It's not, you're not going to hear, the serious beings aren't going to come to you and be like, hello there, Dolly, we're going to talk to you about your life events today. If you know what I'm saying. But they're going to come to you a lot more as frequency and vibration, maybe color, maybe texture. You might get taken to different scenes that you equate with on those star systems, or when they're also showing there was a time when everything was a lot more connected, not text messages. No, not text messages. What I'll say is it's so much of it's like a telepathic connection. It's like the feeling when you get when you look at a cluster of puppies, and then you're just like, your heart just melts and it's a connection. Let's see. Okay. That's it for the Sirians, because they're like, we are potent beings. That is enough for us today. I mean, I've been connecting them with them for a while, so it's a point where I can kind of have a conversation. And I will say the Sirians can also be very funny. Not the puppy clusters. Sirians too. Akashic Records, we're in the puppies. I'm in the puppies now. I can't get off the puppies. The Sirians are saying more, but I'm still on the puppies. Hello, Jen. Still on the puppies. Hold on a moment. Okay, yes. But that's the Sirians beings' closing message is, oh, I can make the brightness more. I did that oh dear. Oh, we've gone white. We've gone off the rails. Sorry about that. Source just wanted to come on through. I accidentally turned, the dim was, oh my gosh. The dim was on all the way dim. And I'm still in the puppies. Give me a moment. The puppies are here. What was their closing message? Oh, that was it. No apologies necessary here. Nope. No apologies. Hold your apologies here. Those won't be allowed here. But the Sirians were sharing that they also might come through as with comedy. And they also showed me Bashar a few times, which was like hard because they were like, puppies, Bashar. Sirians, puppies, Bashar, Sirians. I was like, am I ever going to get back to this reading? You know? But here I am. Let's give a round of applause to the guides. With the puppies in the what? Did not see that one coming. Thanks, guides. I'm literally looking through my space and there's so much blue light. And pink light. It's like a mix. And there's also clusters of puppies. Oh dear goodness. I'll never be able to keep a straight face in this house again. Yeah, I don't know. The guys have a way, you know. They're like artists. I'm like the paintbrush that's like, what? And I'm also like the painting. I'm also like the paint, you know, I don't know. It's just there's a blend. It's like a blender mix. Okay, 4. Yes. Observe. And it's number 6. Loving eyes see all. Equanimity. I think that's equanimity. See the truth. Step back. So this is just a little reminder from Spirit and a very fun, playful owl to say, this has been coming through in session a lot. And they guide people in sessions with this. They guide me with this, and they're doing it again. They're saying whatever that thing is in life that you feel like is your block, you feel like it's your annoyance, you feel like it's your roadblock, you feel like it's the thing you've been trying to manifest, and it's like, man, why won't this happen, kind of thing. Shake them out, Jen. Shake those hands out. It's also because you have one electric hand and one magnetic hand. codes. And that's a key code for some of you healers out there. But what they're saying is, okay. We're finding the pattern interrupt again. And we're finding a way to say, this is just the human condition. Again and again and again. Because the news is going to be presenting. The peeps are going to be presenting. There's going to be lots of, this is happening, this happening. Is it this? Is it that? Is it this? Is it that? What's happening on Earth? Oh no, the poles and the lot. There's going to be a lot of like calls and draws at our attention. And what we're reminded of is, we've been down that path, haven't we? We've gotten in that mess before, hee hee hee. And then we're coming back inside and not getting in the mess. And then we're going inside and just going, it's not about, now I'm going to like cut off the mess and make sure that mess never happens again. It's about like, that's the human mess. It's like having this, turning it into puppies. It's about turning whatever that annoying, we all have it, whatever it is, turning that into a cluster of tiny little baby puppies. I'm going, all right, okay. Like, and you can do this with the thing that you feel is the thing that is blocking you. Yeah, and even if you don't know what's blocking you, you have no idea, but you feel blocked. You have no idea what it is you have to do in life to make yourself feel more aligned and more you. You have no idea what it is, whatever, but you feel like there's a block, or you feel like there's something sticky, or you feel like there's something holding you in, or let's say like holding down your expansion. Well, like instead of, we might have like small unconscious tendencies to want to go like, just, well, I'll ignore it, but instead of ignoring it, we're going, there's like a little cluster of puppies up there in the way of my expansion of my project taking full anchoring on planet Earth. Oh, all right. And we're just sort of being very, very lighthearted with ourselves on planet Earth at this time. It feels like the sweeping message they want to share is just, there's going to be a lot of chatter out there, so our task is simple. It's super, super, super simple. It's how good can I get this year at going with it? And if you can just do that for the rest of your life. But have that be your focus this year. Because what we want to, and they're showing me eye of the storm. So we're going to be that eye of the storm. We're going to be that, and they're showing me the movie Twister. So we're going to be like the understanding that like I can strap myself to the ground and be at that center of that twister and I'll be good. Like, sure, it might be going around me and I might see that around me, but I'm good. So they're kind of giving this reminder that observe the storm. And observe the storm without judging the storm, is what they're saying. Okay. And they're showing me the Wizard of Oz. Don't know why they're doing that. Maybe it's key code for someone. We'll see. Okay, next card. They want to do a game because they feel like they're showing me, we understand. This is funny. I think it's probably for sure. That they understand the audience. Your storm is a person. All right, all right, all right. So it's what they're showing me is it's never out there, and it's the reminder it's never out there. It's our relationship to it. So they want you to call your power back because we have to do this, and I have to remind myself of this all the time, especially as a mother. But I have to remind myself, I'm not. Whenever I let my mind take me to the place that if I change this person, that everything will be all right, or if this person's behavior changes, everything will be all right. They're saying that's always a trick game. Like that's a mind your game plays with itself. This is so funny. They're giving me and they're showing me the revolving door again. But they're showing me that And they're showing me if it's a person and you think that for some reason that person is like having an influence on you and how you're showing up in the world, it's really important that you give yourself the space to, they're saying take respites. So take little times to just be in your own energy. But then also remember that you're coming back home, or you're coming back wherever you're going, or you're coming back to this person with your own energy. And that when you go do this and you clear your own space and you clear your own vessel and you clear your own mind and heart and soul and everything is unified. Remember that what is going to shift the situation isn't going to be that other person changing. It's going to be your perspective and your return to truth, which is that you are love, and that everything that we, and they're showing me too, like anyone you see as like a role model or someone that you see as, let's say, above you in any type of way, or like you can't reach them in any type of way. They're saying that's whatever you're seeing in those other people, that's just qualities that you house in yourself. But you're only, for some reason, able to see it in the reflection. So you get glued to the reflection thinking that you're going to get it out there, but it's not out there, it's in here. Words absolutely cast spells. Absolutely cast spells. And then they're also, the guides are dropping in, make sure to speak words of love into your water. Make sure to, if you can, structure your water. Maybe use crystals. Maybe use tools. Maybe use copper of some kind. Maybe use lots of different things. You have lots of different options to restructure your water, but remember, water is a conscious being, essentially. It holds memory. It's true. And it's also reprogrammable. So, putting the types of geometries you're allured to, or colors you're allured to, or crystals you're allured to around your water, it's going to restructure the water. That water is going to go through your vessel and restructure you metaphysically and also physically. Well, it's for a reason. It's because Spirit is giving us, let's say, our spirit teams are like in full force here. They're like, they're aware. Like the siren calls have gone out. Like planet Earth needs help. Like we're shifting and it's happening fast and we need help. And so the guides are here. They are not away. They are here. All the dimensions are not away. They are here. We're multidimensional beings. So we can tune in. It's about frequency. It's about vibration. It's this is dropping my frequency and vibration. Zoop, go back in. Okay. Calling on that frequency that you actually desire, that you want to have anchored through you. And then it's using intention. It's the same model. It's always the same. No matter what channel you go to, it's the same model. You got to tune into your heart. You got to tune into the core of you. Find that passion. Find what is just, you would do this no matter what. It's not about because it's going to make you money. It's because it feels so good. You do it forever. And they want me to say that again. You're finding these things that feel so good that you would do them forever. No one would have to pay you to paint. No one would have to pay you to sing. No one would have to pay you to dance, Jen. No one would have to pay you to make creations that are going to heal others and provide divine elixirs and connections and key codes to others. What they're wanting to do is tune you into what is truly the youth elixir that we all have access to. It's not in a cream we're going to put on our face. It's not in something that we're going to take from the external. It's from something that we activate within. And when you can find the things in life that make you feel connected and that remind you of presence. For a lot of you, it's the reminder of nature. For a lot of you, it's the reminder of your creative gifts and faculties to just do them for the sake of doing them. They're showing me a lot of the excuses a lot of you are making is like, well, why would I do that? Like, why would I? It's not going to like amount to anything. No one's going to care about it. Let's see. I'm reading the Akashic Records now. Okay, here we go. It's like, there's a lot of excuses. Or for some of you, it's the opposite of that spectrum, whereas you haven't manifested or brought it into anchoring because you believe it's going to bring you power and you're afraid of power. That's for some of you. Not all of you, but some of you. But figure out, let's see, that thing that is going to light you up, fuel you from within, and then also know that at some point may suddenly become disinteresting to you and something new might come in. Be completely aware of that. It might be painting this week or today, and then tomorrow it's dancing. And then the next day it's meditation, and suddenly you're falling in love with your meditations. Suddenly you're channeling. Suddenly you're understanding energy. You're feeling energy. You're hearing energy. You're tuning into it, and you're letting yourself, and it's exciting. Or you're watching an Egypt documentary, which is like, it's my juice. Love to sip that syrup. You know what I'm saying? But really, if you feel called to Egypt, learn about it, explore it, have fun. You might not understand. It's not going to make sense up here, but it's going to feel in your body like a reverberation of remembrance, which is what's actually happening. Or go there if you can. I'd really love to. Got to get the nuts and bolts of my steadiness in this business first. And that is anchoring. And that is in the design right now. And I have an energy healing membership, $11 a month. Try it free for a week. My little plug in the middle here. Isis and Sophia are very strong today. And ever present. Okay. No, they're dropping in some codes now. They're drawing lots of light language in my consciousness. Just a moment. So what they're showing me is the water below, the water beneath, the water within. They're reminding us that it's like an echolocation device. They're showing me that when you're, so many. The last one I watched was about Saqqara and Wati. But I felt very connected to Hatshepsut and Sekhmet and Osiris and all the Hathors. You know what? All of it. Atlantis, yes. Kemet. Lots of connections, lots of key codes there. I'll be vulnerable and share that I don't have Gaia, but I have watched some of my Gaia episodes. But let your intuition guide you, because it's not going to make, this is what I want to share about your explorations in this area. It's not going to maybe make sense to you, but let yourself gently be guided to what it is you want to explore, because it's going to be felt. And here's another really important thing, and this is all proven, but your DNA and the star systems that you're connecting with, how do I explain this? Okay, let's say it's a spaceship or a sacred site that's very in alignment with a certain star system that you have like adverse DNA relation with. You'll feel repelled by those sites, by those documentaries, by those whatever. You'll feel repelled by certain things and allured towards certain things. And the overarching message here is follow your excitement. Follow your bliss. Let that be what guides you, not the mind aspect. Because the mind will want to go, I'm going to look up my things, and that's okay. We're exploring with the mind too. And the gene keys is another thing I really want to plug here, because it's a little insider tip. I'm a little nervous to share this, but I'm going to share it anyway. But something that's been happening with my gifts is, for a long time, how it works is I can see the chakra system. That's typically how I'll work with a one-to-one. It's also how I do group sessions, because I can just see a wide array of the chakra systems, and then I can see where there's overlaps, what's going on, what chakras need tweaking, etc., etc. But now with the gene keys, what's been happening is they're showing me the gene keys of who I'm working with, and it's been tracking so far. So, not claiming that I can do that every time. It's only been a couple times, but what's been coming up is that's the gene keys is a way that I'm going to be able to tune a little bit more fine-tuned into Because I'm already working on the DNA and the chakra system, the energy field, but how can we anchor this for the individual so that they can actually understand the codes, understand what's anchoring within them? And the light language helps, but what I aim to do here, in everything I do, doesn't matter where I'm doing it or where I'm showing up, in everything I'm doing, my aim is always just the highest and best good, is what's going to serve right now, what is needed right now, and how can I hone in on my own gifts, improve them. And one of the ways I'm improving them right now is the gene keys. It's also upgrading my DNA. I can tell you that for sure. I think I'm going to get kicked out of here in a minute. So it's the Gene Keys by Richard Rudd. I'm going to end this live and come right back on just so that I don't have a skipping section because I feel light language coming through. So don't think I'm going away. I'm just ending this one and starting over. I love you all. See you in a moment.